Hey everybody, it's Jon Appino again with Contract Diagnostics. I want to spend a couple minutes today on the folks who have a contract, or maybe they did this year, they will next year, and you're thinking, who do I have review it? What are the qualifications that this person or this firm should have? Well, obviously, all contracts should be reviewed by an attorney. So make sure that they're familiar with your specific situation and your story and your specialty and everything going on in your particular situation. Make sure that they have no conflicts of interest. So some local attorneys have conflicts of interest with your hospital or your group. So maybe try to avoid that. Make sure they understand physician compensation. So we started our company 12 years ago doing contract reviews because a friend of mine who is an oncologist had a basic lawyer review his contract, and he asked about compensation, and the guy said, I don't know how much an oncologist make. He said, what about this RVU rate? And the attorney said, I don't know what an RVU is, let alone if that's a good rate or not. So make sure that they not only understand how to look at the contract, but how to look at the contract from your perspective, from a physician's perspective, from an oncology perspective, or a dermatology perspective, or a Mohs surgeon perspective. Make sure that they understand your particular story and your specialty and the trends that are involved, because they matter. Whether you're private equity, private equity is looking at potentially acquiring practices in your specialty, whether you're a basic hospital employee working shifts, whether you're a partner looking to move forward with a long-term partnership, or you're an independent contractor going to jump a couple of jobs for the next couple of years before you settle down. But make sure that whoever looks at the contract understands those things. We feel it's important to know who you're working with. So on our website, you can go and you can select who you work with. On other sites, you might get outsourced to a random third party. Some firms take contracts, they send them overseas, have them redlined, and have them come back, and they charge you a marketing fee for doing that, and they never even talk with you. We feel that a conversation is very important. We feel setting the expectations and having that discussion and finding out ways to work together to come up with the due diligence questions to ask the right person at the right time is important. So make sure it's not just you get something by email, it's a conversation that you can ask questions. Some places just have a document. We have one package where it's just one call with us, but every package we have includes a call with one of the people who review contracts here. Some packages that we have, and I know others as well, have unlimited access points. So you can email, you can call, you can send the contract in for updates and checks if they've made changes. That's included with some places in some of the packages here at Contract Diagnostics. Make sure that you've got access to good compensation data with the firm that you're going. So real-time data is super important, and not just having access to a national database, which may or may not be important based on your particular employer, but having access to local data, having access to real-time data, unbiased, unfiltered data that hopefully the firm can muster up. And of course, understanding pricing and transparency is important too. So you should be signing up for something like an hourly rate because every single time you have a question, you don't want to know if you're going to get charged $50 or $100. You want to make sure you understand what you're going to pay up front, how that payment is transacted, and then what kind of guarantees, if any, they have with the payment. So understand all of those things when it comes to choosing the person that reviews your contract. If you've got somebody at your program that can review it, I think that's great, so long as they meet all those criteria. If your program director is willing to help, I think that's great, but they might not be as up to speed on dynamics and how markets shift because they're just specifically there at that institution. Maybe they're unaware of how things change in private practice. Knowing they're an academic clinician, they might not understand that all the nuances with private practice 10 states over. So have somebody review it who strictly looks at physician contracts, good pricing transparency. Don't just accept a red line. The conversation and the story matter. And of course, you should be able to ask any question at any time to the person and the firm that you're working with. And we feel that those things are all very important. If we can help you understand your contract at any time, reach out to us at Contract Diagnostics. We've got a 15-minute free inquiry on our website. You can sign up for our system pretty smoothly online. Of course, any interaction we love doing with you guys, so call us, email us. We have a text program. And of course, sign up for one of our lectures. They're free and they're educational. It's non-promotional at all. So in some form or another, we hope to interact with you in the future at Contract Diagnostics. Feel free to give us a call. We'd love to help.